As we complete the measure phase of the DMAIC methodology, one of the most critical steps we must perform is the Gage R&R study, because this is where we validate whether the data we collected is actually reliable enough to move into the analyze phase. In simple terms, Gage R&R, which stands for Gage Repeatability and Reproducibility, helps us understand how consistent our measurement system is, especially in processes where human judgment plays a role, such as call center quality assurance scoring. In a call center environment, advisors are evaluated based on parameters like communication, empathy, process adherence, and customer handling. But the quality of this evaluation depends heavily on how consistently QA analysts score the calls. If 3 different QA analysts listen to the same call and give 3 different scores, the data we have collected may not truly represent the performance, it simply represents variation in scoring. This is why the Gage R&R study becomes essential in the measure phase. It helps us quantify whether the variation is coming from the process itself or from the people measuring it. The purpose of conducting Gage R&R is to make sure that our measurement system is stable, reliable, and trustworthy. Repeatability checks whether the same QA analyst can score the same call consistently across multiple attempts, while reproducibility verifies whether different QA analysts produce similar scores for the same call. In other words, repeatability examines the consistency of the measuring instrument, and reproducibility examines the consistency between different people using that instrument. If both of these are strong, our scoring system is dependable. But if either one is weak, the data collected in the measure phase becomes questionable, because we can't confidently say whether variations in the results are due to real differences in call quality or due to inconsistency in how calls were scored. If Gage R&R study is missed or not done, the consequences can be serious. We may end up analyzing incorrect patterns, drawing wrong conclusions, and proposing solutions for problems that don't actually exist. For example, imagine moving into the analyze phase believing that advisors have inconsistent performance, when in reality, it is the QA team's scoring inconsistency that is causing the variation. This could lead to unnecessary coaching, incorrect performance evaluations, low advisor morale, and even business decisions based on flawed data. Without validating our measurement system through Gage R&R, the entire DMAIC project becomes vulnerable, because all subsequent phases, analyze, improve, and control, depend heavily on the accuracy of the data collected in the measure phase.
To carry out a Gage R&R study effectively, tools like Minitab are commonly used. Minitab allows us to input scores from multiple QA analysts across a set of common calls and statistically evaluate how much of the total variation is caused by repeatability and how much is caused by reproducibility. It provides clear outputs, such as percentage contribution of variation, graphs, and ANOVA tables that tell us whether our measurement system is acceptable or needs improvement. In a call center example, we typically take multiple QA analysts, give them the same set of recorded calls, and have them score each call independently. These scores are then analyzed in Minitab to determine if the variation between analysts is within acceptable limits. If the variation is low, it confirms that the QA system is strong. If the variation is high, it signals the need for recalibration, rubric clarification, or additional training. Once the Gage R&R study is completed and the results show that the measurement system is reliable, we can confidently validate the data collected in the measure phase. This validation acts like a green signal, allowing us to move into the analyze phase with full confidence that the patterns we observe are real and not a byproduct of inconsistent scoring. With a validated and trustworthy dataset, we can start identifying root causes, analyzing trends, and exploring variations, knowing that our insights are grounded in accurate measurements. This ensures that the solutions we eventually implement in the improve phase are targeted, meaningful, and based on facts, not assumptions. In summary, Gage R&R is not just a statistical requirement, it is a foundational step that protects the integrity of the entire DMAIC project. It ensures that the data collected is credible, the measurement system is dependable, and the team can advance into the analyze phase with confidence. By validating our scoring consistency, we eliminate measurement errors, enhance QA reliability, and ensure that our Six Sigma project drives real and sustainable improvement. This is why Gage R&R is one of the most important checkpoints in the measure phase, because good data leads to good decisions, and good decisions lead to successful continuous improvement. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.